Shout out to the VIP guys. It's London Bitcoin Spike. Let's talk about the details on BTC. A little bit of a negative in terms of price action. Had a little alert go off there. We have an upside target, provided an upside target to the VIP. Very important, guys. Our upside target, we provided that to VIP about 38,194. Gave that to VIP a while back after the drop. Looking if we can get that recovery play in. We've had a nice rebound thus far. Congratulations to all the VIP who are trading right now. We'll talk about the overall dynamics in terms of where we're at on BTC, what the challenges are to upside price action. If you're in a trade now, you have a decision to make. I'll say that you have a decision to make in terms of a potential take. Hopefully you are in profit. That is what a VIP is all about. If you guys are not VIP yet, I would definitely join, guys. We're going through targets all the time. In the back, we hit one on Ape earlier on. We've hit quite a few. This return up to Ape, guys, was a nice play from lower, from about $20, a nice recoup to over $21. That was a nice recoup in terms of that target. Shout out to the VIP who hit that target in the back. Way to go, VIP. What's going on? In terms of that, guys, we'd love to trade. That's the bottom line. In terms of whether or not you're a new or an old, seasoned veteran or trader, if you're just brand new to crypto, we want you guys to join if you want to beat the market. That's the that is the requirement, the sole requirement. I'm going to put in just so that you know, I'm going to put in a link right now to L Bank. If you guys would like to hit the like button as well, let me know that you guys are not robots. I would appreciate that. Let me see what you got here. Looks like Thomas Ocasio hoping it gets a bounce. That's good. Yeah, we hope it 20x. Well, good. Yeah, I've got a good. A very good exchange that we use, the VIP uses. I'm going to pin that at the top. It's up to 125x on BTC. So 20 is plenty. 20, what we say, just 20 is plenty, and yeah, 125 is nice if you can hit it just right. It adds a lot to the trading dynamic. Definitely speeds up the price action. Now, what we were looking at, we actually caught this drop out as well in terms of the this move to the downside. We were just looking at this, and it just was a descending triangle. We looked at that earlier. Let me see where this is exactly. But yeah, this descending triangle was just kind of staring us in the face. About a 67% trade. A few different trades there today, 45, 67, a few different ones. Again, I was finding throughout everybody kind of laughing. I was at the gym earlier on. It's like I just can't do two things at once. Don't put me around a beautiful woman and ask me to trade. For some reason, it's not working out, guys. If I'm distracted, it's the trades are going in the wrong direction. That's, I think, a maxim, though, that we look at in the market. The more centered and focused that you are on your trades, it is highly precise work, and not to be joking around. It's important work, guys. So in terms of that, just your level and attention to detail, we hope that you guys are doing well. That's kind of first and foremost, that you guys are doing well in the market. So Thomas, we invite you to join our VIP. Yesterday we had let's see who joined last couple of days. We had Jubal in the house. Jubal from Alaska. What's up, Jubal? Nice to have you, brother. Exciting that you're in VIP. Now we've got just a great group of guys in the back. Jubal looks like quite a bit of experience in terms of trading. It's nice to have his commentary and his just his overall, I don't know, just who he is. It's great to have him in the back, big guy. And let's see, looking at the framework here, a few different patterns in play right now. BTC trying to get to the upside. We have this specified pattern, kind of a line of resistance across the top here. We're on the micro 15-second. I have to be for a minute while we're in some, I'd say some important waters here in terms of trying to get back up to our target, which is that 38,194 there, about that 38,194. We need to climb this line of resistance. So if you guys in VIP, if you entered in here below, then you have a decision to make. I did call that upside target. So if you are in a position from underneath below, you do have a position. You have a decision to make right now, which is a good one because you should be in profit. So congratulations to any of the VIP who are trading. That's the idea, is to trade and book those trades, guys. Make some cash. That's the important thing as we look at our targets, etc. Just understand, never be overexposed. There's always that possibility that we could just get washed out, right? That happens without a doubt. Just fed to the wolves. It happens, guys. In terms of that pattern that we saw, the breakdown from more or less like a descending triangle, guys. A little bit of a componentry to it in terms of a wedge formation. But looking at it, we had nearly. And we can go to the candle. The candle wicks are a little bit more prominently flat. Okay, the candle wicks are where we would see more of a prominently flat feature. Okay. that would be very indicative of a descending triangle, very bearish in nature, difficult. Bulls don't like them, right? So as we looked at that, I brought that to the VIP and just said, well, it is what it is. I had I had this set up, essentially the descending triangle with the measurement tool to the downside. So that did play out. It took a while to break down, didn't complete all the way to the downside. It looks like that's what I'm saying right now. You have a decision to make in terms of the recoup move to the upside, because it's not BTC has not been fulfilling. It looks like not been fully. I'd say fulfilling those the entireties of those moves. Let's zoom out a little bit on BTC and take a look at where we're at. I have a specific, I'd say a suspended fan. I have a suspended fan in play right now. I want to take you to the daily and kind of walk through this real quickly, because this is a real pattern that is going on. I will clean up these other matters. I'll leave our target on there for the upside, but I just want you guys to see this specific, and in terms of our target, this definitely could provide a bit of a problem here. Okay, now you guys know a typical fan formation. Essentially, it's a it's a spread formation that typically will act as a reversal here. You'll see the resistance to a support, resistance to support, 1, 2, 3 lines. Okay, this is a suspended fan. Okay, it's suspended. It doesn't have a focal anchor. I say anchor. Pardon me, or central like set point on the actual line. Most of them do. They have a focal point on the actual line. This, however, is still a valid formation. We just have a suspended focal point, or suspended anchor point. What would this look like, guys? As you realize the importance of this feature here, just bear with me for a few minutes and look at this, guys. Looking at a level from this centralized focal area, okay, centralized focal, the suspended focal area. What we're looking at, this is on the daily chart, guys. We have a level of resistance right here, the level of resistance from the focal, the resistance, okay, and this is kind of an implied as a suspended focal. Level of resistance confirmed thereafter as support. Pardon me. If we did this reverse yesterday. As the level of support to the resistance here, this would qualify as a level of support to a resistance here. Okay, this would qualify as, with the implied, guys, level of support to the resistance here. And I brought this up last night to VIP because this here, along with the suspended focal, would operate as another level of support to, will it be a level of resistance here? We've had this support to resistance, the support to resistance, right? Support to resistance, and this support to the resistance, right? Again, support. Will we get to the resistance, right? That's the important question here. Will this operate cleanly as it has each time? And the important thing is, each time it is trajected to the downside that this has occurred in this zone. So yes, we have variable patterns, but anytime I see kind of this rounding feature, like the rounding, you can just see this. And I'll bring this into the scope here so that you can see in line with the fundamentals of technical analysis, right? When you see this formation here, you'll start to see, there you go. You guys see that in terms of New York Institute of Finance, the fan principle, right? Very clearly demonstrated, not obvious. Not many people are going to pick up on this, particularly with the suspended component. Suspended fan. It's not anchored to the actual price line. So it's a bit differentiated, but you see that framework in play. You just see that. So whether or not we do establish the specific move here, I was prepared for a move down beyond this line all since yesterday, since I brought this to the VIP. I was just prepared for a move down beyond this line, okay, and because we had done this each time. Support, bam, through, right, then resistance. So this support, bam, through, then resistance. The support, bam, through, right, then resistance. Now, boom, through. The question will be, will we establish the level of resistance here? We do have a target to the upside, but there's plenty of time in the day, so we've capitulated one more level. Pardon me. It's not that it's not much of a breakdown through thus far. However, to the extent that we would choose to establish this as a level of resistance, boom, and move to the downside, it has some implications in terms of price action. Guys, it could operate as you look at the last 110 days, it could operate as a means to the downside. I just bring that up because it's technically a suspended reversal pattern. Okay, so amidst everything else that's going on, I mean, in 110 days, BTC has got to throw us some, let me see what I got here, Thomas. What you got going on here? Yeah, Fmr only does 20x on alts. I'll check it out. That exchange after tonight's trades, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, and 50x, you're welcome. 50x on alts. I'll put L Bank. You can do 50x on alts, L Bank, and it's 125. 125 X on let's see, Bitcoin. Let me type this in. Didn't want to voice to text it. There we go, on Bitcoin. So yeah, just looking at the framework of that, guys, never be overexposed at a higher price. Understand that liquidity, it will, it can be your friend, and it can also, you just have to be focused, guys. The more focused that you are, the better you'll do in trading in general. I just really believe that. And making sure that your setup is proper, everything is like, all your ducks are in a row in terms of your trade station. At Fmr, I can't endorse Fmr at all. It's not licensed in the United States. Anything that requires a VPN, I can't endorse it. I don't deal with it. People in VIP don't trade on it. It's not our deal, guys. If it's not licensed in the United States of America, we don't deal with it. We have some prominent business guys in our community in terms of our VIP, and some regular old Joes that I know. Just the framework of what's allowed and what's not allowed in crypto. We solidly stick to the framework of what's permissible in the United States. That's just the bottom line. We just do, brother. Got to tell you, Thomas, you're welcome to join our group. Okay, you're welcome to join, but it's going to be on the framework that you're trading on something that's legalized, right? I just don't want cash floating around. It's like, I started up a trade group. I tell my family I started up a trade group. We're so excited. Oh yeah, everything's going great. Yeah, we're shuffling around profits from illegal accounts over, or accounts that aren't allowed in the Cayman Islands. Oh wow, honey, congratulations. Wow, that's really great. Congratulations on your progress in 2022. No, I can't be doing that stuff, guys. It's just not, whatever it is, however it gets justified. And well, this exchange is better than that one. It's not worth it to me, guys. It's just not worth it. And I just encourage you guys to stick with the stuff that's stick with the rules. If they don't apply to you, and you're in a different country, congratulations. We have some guys in, overseas, et cetera. They don't have the same complications. But around here, I'm not going to get targeted because some guys want to do, you just have to or want to do something. I don't support that at all. I just don't support it. So I removed that initial comment there from you. Thomas, I know you didn't mean anything at all. We used to trade on Fmr, I think, as well before they disallowed through USA, et cetera. So, I think that's a move that they did formalize. And shout out to Steve, our VIP. And who I think confirmed that for us. So looking at a potential, I'd say an attempt here for somewhat of a pennant play here, right? BTC is just taking its time in terms of making this move. It's nice to see some price action to the upside, and nothing personal, big guy. Thomas, no problem whatsoever in terms of that. It's just worry about people when they just, they have to trade on an illegal exchange. I'm like, man, it ain't about the IRS, bro. I guarantee it ain't about the IRS. Like, there's something else going on. It's a little bit, just don't focus on that, man. It's got to be on this. There's other options out there. You'll like L-Banks. It's smooth. Work on the let's say the mobile app. Mobile application should be pretty smooth for. I think you'll enjoy that quite a bit. It's just not worth the hassle, man. It's not worth the hassle. And people who make it a hassle for me, I'm like, you ain't worth the hassle. I got to tell you the truth. It's just like I have to be like that because I've got a trade group. It's just not worth it for us. Looking at this descending wedge, right? In terms of the descending wedge, in terms of this descending wedge, what we're looking at primarily is a return to this peak function here on the 30-minute. We'll have a little differentiation on the other time frames, but essentially, looking at price to return to this level would be fantastic. We're in a bit of a predicament, I'll say, because let's go to the hourly real quickly. The hourly is a little bit lower. Okay, the hourly would be a little bit lower, and to the extent that we are looking at the 30 minutes, I'll say a predicament because the 30-minute is inherently unreliable. Sometimes it has like a golden key in it. You find the 30 minutes like, wow, this is nice, right? The 30-minute we found something special. And the other times you look at the 30-minute and you may do what it indicates. It completely just burns you, right? So you got to be careful on the 30 minutes. Sometimes it really is your friend, and sometimes it's your enemy. So always be careful of that. And let's see what we got here in terms of this pour down feature. Some people may have just quote unquote like bought the dip, right? Some people, I'll tell you, if you're on leverage and you're looking to do that, it's not an unsuccessful strategy, right? You want to catch the break. A lot of times you look at, I want to catch the break. Just make sure that it doesn't break through your position. That's very important as you would look at that, guys. Just understand there is a break, right, to the downside. You catch that, kind of a spring load your trade, and boom, just capture some on the upside. That's not bad. It requires a lot of attention, and you have to have your feature set out. Looking at BTC right now in terms of the recoup with the move to the upside, I'd say this it's not a bad pennant that we have here. level of support seems to be reinforced by the buyers. The level of resistance, we'd appreciate another hit along the level of resistance before trajecting up and over, to have that kind of slingshot price action. Resistance support, boom, up through that resistance would be nice. We prefer to see that. The completion in terms of the level of support and resistance, those multiple hits that are consolidated very quickly, right? Bam, 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 just slingshot, boom, kind of up and through would be nice. That's the ideal that we're looking for in terms of the classic pennant. We had a classic pennant last night. Shout out to all the VIP who traded. Guys, Ape was a monster last night. Was really, really nice. Let's look at the let me see if I can get into this 5-minute time frame. Now, it took off from an underlying target. You guys know it literally took off, and Ape was just big time price action, guys, from the point of breakout. It's our strategies, my strategies, nobody else's strategy, guys. Okay, so shout out to the VIP and appreciate you guys appreciating that. This is my strategy, guys. In terms of the prior breakout, okay, bam, prior breakout, boom, to where? To the candle wick. Where did we hit into last night? Bam, into the golden pocket, exactly, right? You're not going to find that strategy anywhere here or anywhere other than here. And I'll just tell you, it's the just test it. And I'll just tell you, just test it and see what you think before you just subscribe to it or anything else. Test everything that you hear, etc. here or anywhere else. You do the testing on it yourself. In terms of, I just encourage you guys to do that just as a practical matter that you're putting your money into it. Looking at this specific move here, this was a nice pennant formation. Congratulations to the VIP who traded this in the back. I brought this up to the VIP. And guys, I'm 50x on LBank. And I can't believe if you guys are on a different exchange where you're only getting 20x, guys, you got to get on LBank like stat, dudes. That doesn't look good. Get on LBank. If I was to see a 20x only, that's not good, guys. I want you to be doing better than that. On it when it's indicated in something like this that was just a beautiful breakout, right, of this specific and this is on Ape last night. It really did well. Looking at this feature, you multiply your efficiency in the market, guys. If you're a good trader, you can just multiply your efficiency in the market. It's very important. But this is another pennant formation. This had the classic resistance support, boom, up and out of that level of resistance, kind of that slingshot, bam, up and out. Huge pattern to trade because it just performed well very quickly. If you guys were trading last night, it just got up and out very quickly. 4% in 20 minutes. If you got 4 or 5% in 20 minutes, if you got 4 or 5% in 20 minutes, it's just that's important. And yeah, thanks, Thomas. No problem, brother. Yeah, I appreciate that. I just want everybody. I don't want anybody getting in trouble anywhere. That's just not the. It's not worth it. In terms of this move to the upside, just 4 or 5% on 50x. I mean, you cleared 200% very easily in it's a short amount of time, guys. You know that we booked trades. I was in the back and I was just like, and that's it for me. Boom, I'm gone. In terms of that, just didn't want to just wait around for the next. And that's a good thing about you guys trading. If you're trading on leverage, you could book a trade. You don't have to sit there and wait through the trade for 14 hours to grill your eyes through the computer to see over the next 10 hours if it's going to recover, right? That's not the idea. Like, we want to get in, we want to get out, we want to book our trades, we want it to be lightning fast profits to the extent that is feasible. In 2022, that's a mindset I want to create, right? And I mean, it got up and out. I told VIP I'm out, right? I told them I'm out. And then it decided to play around probably for a while here, just sideways. And I know, London got out. It's like about an hour and 34 minutes. But this was like 15 minutes, just bam. It was, it really quickly, guys. I think quicker than that if we dig into lower time frames. It was just really fast in terms of the price action. That's just the sweet spot. That's where I like to hit it. That's what I like to get involved in. Honestly, if I can hit something on max leverage on its way out on the confirmation here, bam. If I can hit something in 9 minutes for 3.25% at 50%, I am done. I'm telling you, I am so done. If it wants to go up 3.25% in 9 minutes, hasta la vista, sayonara, I'm out, period. I'd love to slam into that, just crank it, close it, and that's it. 150% plus is a dream in 9 minutes. In 9 minutes, pardon me. And that's just that's my approach, guys. That's what I like to do. Just a little distracted here on the side. Let me see if so Thomas, you're chatting a little bit. Thomas, we welcome you to join VIP. That's our and I'm going to put as Jabal would say, we have a cover charge. Here we go. We have let's see. He's in our VIP. We have a cover charge. That's just it, to be in the back, etc. Just it's VIP. This is an important deal that we want to bring to the framework. We've got Angel in the house. Hello, everyone. Hello, London. Eden Rain is asking me, are we paying attention? Very, very good. I hope that she is. I hope that everybody's paying attention, without a doubt. And I'm glad to hear from you, Angel. Very, very nice going over some of the success that we've had here recently. And hello, Eden Rain. I hope you're doing well, Eden Rain. Eden Rain is one of my favorite kiddos in the world. She is just awesome. She is literally just one of the best kiddos, and I'm excited to hear that you're with her, Angel. Congratulations. What's going on in terms of the price action trading, etc.? We're watching BTC climb up to potentially a target with a little bit of a frustrated bull pennant here. And, yeah, Angel, we lost you a little bit last night. I was hoping everything was going well last night. I had asked last night, Angel, he's top VIP, guys, number one. He invested in Bitcoin at $7.79. How are your trades? I want to know your trades. I got to know, how are your trades? Without a doubt. That's as we would look at that. Big deal, and I'll put a big heart to Eden Rain. And let's see, Eden Rain. We'll put a big heart there for Eden Rain. She's kind of the kiddo. She's the boss, guys. If you don't know who she is, she's it's Angel on top there with his wife Nikki. And Eden Rain is their child, and she'll sit there and scream on the camera, and she will tell you. She says, "The VIP, are you listening? You need to pay attention." Right? She heard that a few times, and she gets it, guys. She literally gets it. So looking at the price action, it would be a good time to state that again in terms of where we brought this specific feature, the upside target. Now, the upside target, we brought this to VIP just to talk about this, guys. Well, I'd like to bring these targets to you in terms of this move. This was on 37,769, right? We had some interaction here below along the level of support, but that upper target, right? Upper target is crucial. We've made a lot of progress towards that target, okay, and that target towards the upside just is crucial as we would look at the ability to capture some gain, right? You don't want to get overexposed in terms of, say, I'm going to just enter into a 100x because London says we have an upside target. Be careful, guys. You're not the only one in the market that's going to enter into a 125x or to a 100x or whatever it may be. And just understand, the market loves to shake people out. You guys know that. Always consider your lower levels of support to pick up on, right? You may be up in this zone, let's say up in a zone in this area, up in here, and do pay attention to this, guys. You may be looking like you're about to rebound and take off just like we did here. And in this zone, and you're welcome, Angel, of course, brother. Much love to the whole family. Gotta say to Nikki, to Eden Rain, everybody, give hugs. I want you to give hugs. Give a big hug to Eden Rain and tell her what's going on. I hope that she's doing well, and I'm excited that she's future VIP. She's in charge of the whole thing. That's fine with me. I agree with it. In terms of the feature here, just remember, guys, this move to the upside here. Okay, be careful of the fact when you are here and you have an upside target here, right? When you look at this in terms of a potential for a move up here and you want to load in here, guys, this is not the time to load in. You always need to look at your downside support. Look at the shakeout potential in here. Doesn't seem like much. I guarantee you it burned to 125 and burned to 125. Each one of these burned to 125. The market has gotten very used to these return features, but I'm telling you guys, you can get eaten up on this. You can absolutely get eaten up on this. What's the percentage down? Now, if you have a cross margin, right? In terms of your approach, in terms of, what was this in this zone? Down about 0.6, down about from here, pushing down 1.14%, definitely taking out those longs, without a doubt. So be careful on that, guys. Be careful on that. And thank you. Appreciate that. And yeah, Eden Rain is definitely a bull, without a doubt. She's bull. She is a bull. She's VIP. We got to get her a badge. We got to get everybody a badge. We have to get everyone a badge. I'm going to say that, a badge. A badge. Badges are nice. Badges help me, help you. I feel like, what is that on Show Me the Money? But he's like, help me, help you. It's like, I just need you guys to have badges so our information is more correct, so I don't get people thrown out of Hong Kong bars, whatever they're doing. They taking the alpha trader stuff over to start new. I don't know what they're doing, guys. Some guys in the back room breached security a while back, so we require badges for everybody. And I just appreciate when people step up the game and just get a badge. It's a big deal. For me, when people don't have them and they still kind of lurk around and they're doing whatever, I'm like, come on, man, just get a badge. You know, they say, well, whatever they say, it's just like, come on, you can get a badge, man. If you can't get a badge, you're probably not trading. I just say that, and if you're not trading, you just don't, hang out and read a book on your own time. Love you guys, whoever may be doing that. But if you want to just not trade, just hang out and, maybe learn. Maybe this is your year to trade. Maybe it's not. And if you just want to hang out, I want people who trade. I don't want just a group that's going to hang out, right? I don't want that. I want people who trade and show up and can beat the market. I've been around some incredible traders, some of the best in the world, guys, some of the best in Wall Street, etc. And I just, I like that. I really like that fact and component about my history in terms of who I am, and then I've been able to interact with them directly. They ask me questions. It's very much a dynamic that Angel and I have as well. He's kind of one of the guys. He is one of the foremost crypto traders. We just enjoy that. We just like that. We like to. It is what it is, and we like that dynamic. And as I meet new people like Jabal, I'm going to bring up Jabal again because I don't know. I appreciate you, Jabal. You showed up and you have some information to say, and I just appreciate you bringing some technique to the group, etc. I may not agree with everything that somebody new jumps in and says, well, hey, what about this? But I appreciate you showing up with some information, right? Just something to kind of help the group out. I really appreciate that. Let me see what we got in terms of the what do we got here? What do we got in terms of the an Angel saying he's a volunteer? Angel, we don't have volunteers. We have traders. We have traders, Angel. You're not a volunteer. I know you're volunteering, but I see the point perfectly. But Angel, my man, my brother, he is volunteering, and it's important because it's not like people are extracting the information, how to trade, what to do. But it's like, come on, we got to volunteer. You are volunteering the information. It's not being extracted, etc. Very interesting choice of words. Very interesting choice of words. Very good. But I don't know. I guess volunteering, not a volunteer, volunteering. It's just important. So I want to hear how your trades are going. That's the important thing. It's to me when I know somebody. How are your trades? Here we go again. I got to know, how are your trades? And it's just, I got to ask you because it is the market, and I'm your friend. I'm your best friend in the market, period. And if I'm not, I need to work on that. That's the way I look at that, period. If I'm not your best friend in the market, Angel, I need to work on that, period. That's the bottom line. But as I look at these, returns, potential returns, etc., as we look at targets and the potential for achieving those targets, look at this on APE in the back with the target at the top at $21 from 20 to 21. Boom. That's big, guys. 20, and we had that all through as it was hitting down into $20 up to $21. That's a big move. That's like 5%, 5% on leverage. That's a big move, guys. 5% times 50, that's 250% move. Hugely important, right? As we look at that, I just want to bring you guys solid targets. I want you guys to hit those targets. Don't want you to be overexposed. And when the targets don't go our way, when we have a week and it's like, man, London couldn't hit a target if it were, staring them in the face. It's like, come on, London, come on. I just want you guys to bring some targets. Bottom line, guys, I want you guys to be good traders. I want that. Like Thomas, you just showed up tonight. Sean in the house. What's up, Sean? Sean is the man. What's up, Sean? Nice to see you. I want to shout out to everybody who shows up. What's up, Sean? I've been shouting out to Jabal. Jabal been doing good. But see, when I see the 67%, I let people know in terms of that. Yeah, 67%. I want to show you guys a good trade. I want you guys to see, whether it's that or the view from the other day, triple digits, etc. I want you guys to be inspired. I want you guys to get what's going on. Sean, what's up, my man? What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well, Sean. He is VIP and just the right attitude. Sean, we're going to have a great year. I just know that in terms of that. I'm excited to have you as part of the group. Now, this is big boy stuff. I got to tell you that. When I ask about how our trades, right, coming up with a target to the upside and, the potential here. Now, did you get washed out? Did you have to double down into it? Maybe, guys. But you're already well in the money right now. That potential move right there. Let's just look from the bottom right now, preceding low to where we're at. Now, 1.26%. Not bad. That's a nice move. I want to know the VIP are trading. Woke up from a nap. Hey, I understand. And if you just woke up, just let you know, Angel's just right above you. He's chilling out. He's volunteering information about trading. I thought that was very good. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Dang it, come on, BTC. I want BTC to rip to the upside, guys. I'm looking for a real strong move back up to the target. It's just slow poking around, right? It just is. I don't know, guys. It's just doing what it wants to do. It's Bitcoin. At least it's heading towards the target. Doesn't look like a perfect, I'd say a perfected move back to the upside unless we dig into the 15-second. Pay attention here. 15-second has a flat top. Boom. So we would look at this top line resistance, okay, from the preceding levels, the preceding pivots. And what are we going to need to do? We have a flat top on the 15-second. Copy that. What do we need? We need buyers to step into the equation. I want that ascending line of support, okay? If we get that ascending line of support, guys, this could be the ticket to the target. Looking at this, very important as we look at this, what do we got? What do we got? He says, I will not give any input on immediate market analysis if I'm not trading accordingly. Hey, London's research and execution of TA is paramount. Listen, please. Listen to that guy. Listen to you. Man, I got to tell you, Angel. I tell you, you know, they need to see how you trade. I'm just telling you guys, you need to see how Angel trades, period. It's impressive. It's important. You guys need to see that at some point as we scope out 2022. Period. You guys need to see. Yes, we have the technicals in play. In terms of reaching the target to the upside, the ascending triangle will get us there. Now, it is a level of support that has to hold. Right? It's a level of support. You're on that level of support that has to hold. Right? If that triangulation is going to be the way up. Let's say that. Now, we have some differentiation on the 1 second, 5 seconds. That 15-second is clean. I'll take any clean time frame, period. On a flat top, I'll take any clean time frame, okay, from the 15-second, 5-second, or the 1 second to demonstrate a flat top. You guys catch that? I prefer all of the time frames and all of the is going to be the candle wicks on all the time frames, okay, with all of the time frames, unless you're on Binance charts, and then you can't even count on standardized candle wicks on reaching at the same height on all your different time frames. If you didn't catch that, don't worry about it. Just be careful with your Binance charts, please, okay? Binance charts are not the way to go, period. If you can find a better alternative, I'm going to highly recommend that for you, period. So looking at this level of support, yes, we need to pick up at this level. Buyers have a decision to make in this zone right now. If you have entered below here, okay, if you have taken the target into scope that I gave to you guys in the back here, as you would take this, and there we go. Look at that. That's beautiful. Way to go. If you're not making money, you ain't doing it right. There we go, Sean. I like that. If you're not making money, you're not doing it right. Look at Sean, 71%. BTC. Loving that. Very, very nice move. As I identify any type of an upside target in the back, okay, boom, come up with a target, bam, to the upside. As you guys become involved in the move, right, the further you get away from the target, the more opportunity there is. There's also more risk. Please let that sink in. The further that we get away from the target, the more, right, the more opportunity there is, potentially the more of a reward payoff, right? But there's also more risk, right? Are we going to recover as we would get further and further away from this? There's more opportunity because it would be a bigger trade to recover. However, the risk is greater because we may not recover, okay? Just period. We just may not recover, guys. So when we really see a wedge, for instance, in this zone, okay, particularly with a descending wedge, right? A recovery. We play these back, guys. We've done this backwards and forwards. You're just not going to find this information anywhere out there. So I'm excited to bring it to you. It's very important, guys. We would talk about trade technique. People don't know how to trade. A lot of people know how to explain the technicals, right? People can explain the technical like all day long, right? We can go through the technical analysis. We can talk about the whatever it may be, we can talk about a Homuchi cloud to whatever may impress you in terms of an indicator, et cetera, et cetera. But can you trade? Can you pick out a target and get to it on a drop? Do you have any kind of semblance of a framework to trade? Because that's what we have to do at the end of the day. You guys know that we have to trade, right? If it's on anyone who gets in crypto, at some point you're going to trade. You're going to buy into it, unless you're going to hold forever, right? But as we look at this, being able to master the technicals is and Angel, shout out to Sean. That's nice to see. Nice to see some community chit chat in the chats below. Nice to see that, guys. So when we look at something like this, I bring it up because the further that we get away, there's more opportunity. Okay, granted, I think we'll agree with that. More of a move back to our target. Boom, you got that right. So when I establish a target in the back, just understand the following. And Angel saying, first and foremost, hello to all VIPs. Angel, shout out to VIPs. Hope you guys are doing well. What I'm going to talk about here is the fact that the closer you get to it, right, and we can discuss, the further that you get away from our target, the more opportunity and the more risk, okay? Always be prepared for the target not to work out. You guys got that level on the level. Promise me, guys, that you're just not going to, break even a baby part of the bank with a target. No way, guys. No way. That's not the when that's just not in. I know the feeling, Sean. Don't worry about it. In terms of your returns, it just is what it is. Looking at this framework, we need to pick up, and I'll just say, as you get into the digital pattern framework here, right? And I'm just excited to be able to bring you guys. First of all, I'm excited to be able to bring you guys targets, right? And not just all Fibonacci's. Anyone, we've been able to do that, guys. Everyone could do that in terms of, like, there you go, Fibonacci's. Let's draw some Fibonacci's. Let's hit some targets. Most people don't even talk about hitting targets, right? I haven't seen one group that literally talks about, why don't you structure in some cash on your Fibonacci's? Well, we were doing that all day long, guys, on Ape, etc. You guys know we hit two golden pockets on Ape earlier today. Okay, so the framework here is TA. The procedure and process is trading. All right, trading. That's it. That's why we're in the market. We want to trade. So looking at the dynamics in play, just understand that this is not the typical TA stop shop where we're gonna jump in and just tell everybody, make everybody feel good if it's gonna, if something's gonna go in the direction they want it to go. That's a lot of popularized TA is that people already know what they want to occur in the market. They're going to find a channel or an opinion that suits them, and that's it. And maybe they'll buy some more or less to kind of suit what they already believe in their mind, something that accommodates their opinion. For us, it's different. For us, we really dig into the trading element of it. We just do. It suits us. There's quite a bit in terms of, and Sean, shouting out back to Angel. Nice to see that. So when I discuss the complications, when I discuss things like risk factors in the back, when I propose a target to you, right? Always understand, and I'm kind of infamous for this, guys. You guys got to know, I'm kind of infamous for making you guys over-question or overthink, maybe even the potential risk involved, something like that. I'm not going to be on the record just being the guy who cost the guy the Rolls Royce. All right, I'm not, and I have this, guys. This is my story, right? And I'm telling you guys this as a matter of fact. This is the truth. Okay, listen to this, guys. When I see a guy that gets into Bitcoin, he goes into heavy, and I talk to him, and he's listening to all these other ideas that accommodate his opinion, right? All these other, people in this jazz, this kind of buzzed up, it's going to wherever it's going. And there's nothing wrong if it's technically, if it's a technical component and it's technically indicated, no problem. Give me the buzz. We'll talk about the buzz. We'll be the buzz. But I'll still tell you guys, make sure you always have, right? Make sure you always have available capital reserves for lower levels. You're never overexposed at any higher price. You'll hear that from me at the top. And you guys did hear it from me. You've heard it from me at the top, at the bottom, all through the entirety of it. Always, you have to be able to take advantage of lower prices, period. So, look at the framework. We have to establish an ascending line here. We just have to. We can push this and continue to push this. A lot of times when we continue to push too far on this, it's a bad sign. But we're going to continue to watch this. We do have an upside target, but you do have a decision to make if you got involved in the trade at a lower level. Like Sean, I think you did. Congratulations. Let's see what we got here. So understand just understand. I'm not going to be the guy who cost the guy with the Rolls Royce, made him sell it. Right, that's just not going to be me. Right, it's not in my DNA, guys. And oh gosh, guys, that happened. I saw a guy with a nice Rolls Royce, and God love him. He started He started trading Bitcoin, listening to all the opinions in the world and everything else. He was the original purchaser of the Rolls Royce. It's a classic Rolls Royce. That was his baby. And I saw this recently, right? And he listened to all these other opinions, everything else. And I was like, man, are you, he's like, he asked me, like, London, where are you? Where do you get your information from in terms of what you're telling your folks and everything? I'm like, excuse me, dude? I'm like, I don't get it from anywhere. Like, we do it. I do it. It's me. That's it. And he's listening to everybody. The guy with the Rolls Royce. This is a real story, guys. The guy just sold his Rolls Royce. Okay, he bought in. I'm going to just tell you guys, he just sold his Rolls Royce. I'm like, you guys are not going to find me in that position where it's like, well, he sold it because of London. Yeah, London had to invest too much at the top. No, guys. That ain't the idea around here. I'm going to make sure that I've just seen too many people get hurt by the market, guys. I've been around long enough. I've seen a ton of people get hurt by the market, and I don't want you hurt by the market. That's it. If you can function well in the market, in terms of the kind of the processes that I've seen function very well, extremely well in some different contexts, like at my private hedge fund, non-SEC, et cetera, but in my private hedge fund, I've seen dynamics at play in terms of trading and ability to create cash, and it has nothing to do with putting enough cash in to lose the Rolls Royce. It's just it doesn't need to be that way. It may take longer for you guys to develop a skill set in trading and to really be able to capture profit in the market if you're not playing kind of maximalist, or if you're not going full throttle, right? But to the extent that it's profitable, right? That it's a long-term strategy. We want you guys around for long-term. We do, guys, and it's not. We're about on that 23.6 in terms of the low to the high on the lines right now on the 15-second. I would look at the candle wick to see what kind of differentiation we have. That's a pretty solid target here. We need that 23.6 to pick up, and we don't want that flat top here. We do not want, pardon me, a flat support along with. The complication comes in with a flat top and a flat support. We would really prefer to avoid that. But it looks like we are going down to that 23.6 again. Fibonacci is engaging. So who is trading Fibonacci's, guys? That's my next question. As you guys look for a positive result on this to get to target. The bottom line, when I say that you guys have a decision to make, that's assuming you're in profit. Okay, which if you guys had the target, which you did earlier on, bam, here when we were lower, when I say you guys have a decision to make, but understand I don't have to say that. You always have a decision to make in terms of your level of, let's say, the amount of leverage that you have, the degree of leverage, we'll say, in terms of when your take is, right? And sometimes it's clearly indicated. We've gotten to probably I think the last 3 targets I put on the map in terms of this, we've achieved the last 3 targets that we have. So looking at that, we've just don't get too comfortable with that, guys. I don't want to say that I would prefer this one to spill out and not work, but at some point, guys, at some point, I would like to see one soon not work out, because it's been 1, 2, 3, just back to back, bam, 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 in terms of, like, when I put this little green arrow here, it just seems to find its way there. So just understand, it's not my preference. I won't overstate a target just to let that occur, okay, just to make that occur, okay. I won't create that dynamic, but to the extent that for purposes of you guys understanding kind of where we're at in the market and what your role is, which is just a very active self-preservation role, right? I don't mind if we don't reach this target. I just don't. And in terms of that, I'll never overstate, or let me say, I'll never adjust a target based upon, like, well, I want one to fail, just so everyone kind of make sure they're paying attention. That's not who I am, guys. I may overstate the risks, right? I'm going to tell you that right now. If you're on leverage, and I know people are on leverage, and I know that something can, your position can completely disappear, you may hear me solidly. Just get used to it and chill with it. It's no problem, guys. I just don't want you guys losing the Rolls Royce. All right, and I literally know people who've lost the Rolls Royce, okay? So let's look at this framework on the daily again. This suspended fan issue is just one of the most interesting technical dynamics you're going to see. It just is. As we trade fans frequently, guys, on the lower time frames, etc., it's just one of the more frequent. I'd say BTC loves them. If you're not trading them, then you're not trading Bitcoin. Period. The dynamic we use, New York Institute of Finance, the fan procedure, right? Without a doubt, the fan procedure. Looking at, let's look at the framework of what did we run into on APE? You guys want to see a fan, right? Let's see, 71% by Sean. Way to go, my man. Very nicely done. Looking at the framework on APE, look at this, guys. You see that framework put together on APE. Now see the green target above? I called that green target. Boom, we got well past that green target. But looking at that band framework right there, bam, you just see that. Bam. Very nicely done. You guys see that? So yes, these are real patterns that play. This is a suspended fan. Okay, this is a suspended fan. We've breached this level. I'd say this level of support right now. It just has some implications. You saw the fan that we just discussed right here, right? That trajected to the upside really, really nicely as we look at the upside price action of APE. Really went up to the upside. But this would essentially be an implied reversal pattern to the downside. So understand that, okay? It doesn't, it's not required. We have some other patterns in play here. It is very non-orthodox, but I would just say it is very apparent to the traders who have been trading Bitcoin. Let's look back at this formulation here. Do you guys remember this? And in terms of, let's go to the hourly. Was it the hourly? Let's go back into this, and I just want to discuss this very quickly. Where was this? This was an interesting dynamic back here, guys. Looking at this dynamic in terms of people wanted to know what a fan is, right? Looking at what a fan was. Yeah, you want to start knowing what a fan is in terms of the power of a preceding level of support to resistance. If this didn't solidify it, guys, in this zone here, prior resistance to support, boom. Prior resistance to support, boom. Prior resistance, any two pivots on the map are, guys, that classifies as a trend line, which would be a resistance. Can't get up above, can't get up above. Resistance, boom, breakthrough into support. Right? Then we have the next level, guys, which is the pivot to the pivot, the resistance, right? That resistance, bam, into support. So look at all these levels, the resistance to support, broken through resistance, bam, confirmed as support, broken through resistance, bam, confirmed as support. This is on the hourly chart, guys, broken through the resistance, boom, onto support, broken through the resistance. And I think we had to go into the candle wick action, okay, kind of the fade away at the buzzer kind of technique here. When you see something repeat so frequently, at some point the pattern becomes exhausted, and at some point you'll get kind of an exit. In terms of this, it had to go to the candle wicks to complete the last level, and bam, to the upside. Okay, we noticed that in terms of kind of the exhaustion of the buyers to maintain a specified framework. So yes, that, guys, you can't argue with that. Anyone who, we looked at it and I was like, something's going on in this level. Something important is going on in this level, right? And we knew it. It was just carving and pushing and carving and pushing and carving and pushing. Looking at this with this centralized focal here, what you want to be able to do is identify this, have this in your toolkit to make sure that you can take advantage of these moves, because each and every one of these prior resistances operated as a support, an entry. Just huge, guys. Very, very important as you look at the framework. And it's not to stretch the technicals beyond what is, I say, definitely not outside of the scope of anything that like Wall Street would use or anything else, guys. And I'm just saying that as a matter of fact. New York Institute of Finance, that's where Wall Street goes to school. So that's their tagline. I like it. I don't mind it at all, and I don't hold that against them. So yes, Fibonacci is engaging. Right, we had a failure of the ascending triangle. We're not to target. That's okay. No problem. With me, I'm fine. Did you guys book a trade? I'm going to tell you guys, did you book a trade? I'm fine if we didn't hit the target. I want to know, did you guys, when I say you have a decision to make, right? You may, I would listen to that when I tell you guys you have a decision to make, all right? Just bottom line. When I say you have a decision to make, I would listen to that, okay? Also, if I review a new coin and I say I like this coin, quote unquote, if I say I like this coin, I would listen to that. Because that means I've spent a lot of time looking at that coin. It's a new coin, and I like that coin, okay? And I have a very good record in terms of liking a coin and it doing very well, because I don't know, I spend a lot of time looking at coins. I think anyone who, and potential investments. I was in mergers and acquisitions and had to do a lot of due diligence on different acquisitions, etc., guys. So, like international businesses that we were looking at acquiring on behalf of shareholders, like really heavy duty stuff. So when I look at coins, I'm like, this is very, very easy, right? Does it meet all the qualifications? Does it really have that buzz about it? And sometimes I'm more aggressive with new coins rather than other times. So to the extent that To the extent that, we'll have additional coins this year for VIP, without a doubt. I promise we will have some new coins this year. We're just more into trading. You guys know that. In 2021, a lot of people wanted to buy and hold. This year, we want to trade. We want to trade. But we had some real success with, what was that, guys? GMT 30X. Nice job, VIP. Shout out to Pathfinder. I know that he got in early on that. Brought it up in the back. He got in early. And he did well. I know that VIP are doing well on that. And trading brilliantly well on GMT. Looking at chat just a second. Let's see what we got. If you're going to second guess yourself, then VIP probably can't help you. The proof is in the pudding. Believe in what you're doing. If you will not succeed. If not, you will not succeed. That's good. Believe in what you're doing. It starts with yourself. I appreciate that, Angel. Some personal encouragement. I like that encouragement. That's hugely important. Hugely important. I appreciate that very much. So what we're looking at on the dynamic, let's review the additional feature here, technically speaking, that this fits into the framework of that's not quite as kind of out there, right? This, you look at this in terms of the fan feature, like, okay, I've never seen that. I've never traded that. I'm not sure I want to trade that. You don't want to make money. Huh? I'm going to tell you, you don't want to make money. If you think that, you do not want to make money, period. I will stand by that rule, by that statement. If you do not want to trade a fan on Bitcoin, you do not want to make money, period. If you haven't seen one work out, you're not paying attention, or you haven't been looking for it. Possibly you haven't been looking for it. Now, this line here on the daily, right? This specific resistance line on the daily is the grind. Okay, I'm going to tell you, irrespective of the fan, procedure, etc. I'll lighten these up just a bit, okay? I'll lighten these up almost completely, okay? In terms of when I say the grind, we have been on this specified prior resistance line for 3 weeks, guys, for 3 weeks. And Angel, I got to tell you, I had Mr. Rolls-Royce pull up to me today, okay, in the secondary car, the new car, unfortunately, and ask me if the bottom is in yet on Bitcoin. I'm like, gosh, I said, you need to have heavy reserve capital available for the lower levels. I just had to say it to him like that, guys. I'm like, the guy sells his Rolls Royce after he buys Bitcoin high, and now he wants to know what's the bottom end. I'm like, man, you don't get it. I'm like, you need to have heavy reserve capital available for lower levels. Just like, I mean, what in the world? And I'm just like, this is just not good. Just brainwashed. I have no idea what's going on. That happened to me today, and I'm like, this is not good. This is not good. It almost made me a little upset, and it shouldn't have made me upset. I should have been a little more understanding, but I'm just like, ugh. But he's hearing that somewhere. Well, he's hearing the bottom is in the bottom, and it's like, you just sold the Rolls Royce, man. God love you, literally, and I mean that. God love you, literally. But just you got to know where to get your information. You got to be selective about what you're putting in upstairs. I mean, upstairs in your mind. You have to, guys. You just have to. Don't let it junk around with, I just like to watch this one because the guy's always wrong. Oh, my gosh. No, not acceptable. You don't watch things just because the guy's wrong, and I want to do the opposite. I want him to feed me all this technical information, then just do the opposite. No, guys. Focus on strategy. Focus on never being overexposed. Focus on your targets, hitting your targets, right? Buying at support, selling at resistance, right? Trading your patterns, hitting your targets, an overall complete package for crypto, guys. This isn't a joke anymore. It's 2022, right? It's just we're past the point of this being a hype situation or a joke. Look at this, guys. We've been for 178 days. Now, I'll tell you, the good thing is you guys are currently in the market. I would say there's a very high probability of you still continuing to be in the market, even if and when this takes a while to turn around. Okay, you'll still be in the market. You've made it long enough. 178 days, you'll make it. If you're still into crypto, you'll make it, right? And maybe you trade equities too. Maybe you do some, maybe even futures on equities. Not sure, but as you would look at the market, it's been a good test here. 178 days. That's not bad, right? As we look at the preceding retracement, how long was the preceding retracement? 100 days. So we're about to double that. We're close to getting to the framework of doubling that. And we're just getting warmed up, guys. I don't feel phased at all. You might. I don't feel phased at all. I know guys that have been through this market and other markets. It's just, this is standard stuff. Not a big deal, guys. Not a big deal. I just feel like that personally. So looking at this line of resistance is not a question of if. It is. Okay, this line of resistance is the line that we've been on for the last 3 weeks. Okay, so pay attention to that line. Get on the daily. Make sure that you have that on your trade station. Just look at that on your trade work in terms of your chart, your technical analytics. Just make sure that that is frameworked into the I say your technicals. And we need, this is the goal up through this area. Boom. That's the next move for a fan reversal to the upside. I did comment last night that it is not, I'd say, desirable to spend this long, irrespective, guys. We want price action, you know that. It's not desirable to spend this long on a downward sloping trend line. It just is not. A prior resistance, like we needed buyers to come in, boom, support, bam, to the upside. We have the complication of the bear flag. We have the complication of some other facets in play right now. We're just, it's just we're in this. We're just in this mode of kind of a little bit of stagnation, with slowly working down. I say this as well within the 3 weeks, slowly working down. This is that line. Okay, this is on the hourly, slowly just kind of grinding down into this, continuing to grind down into this level of prior resistance here. Right? It's just it is the framework that we're currently in. So the designation bullish pattern, we've seen a lot of the bullish patterns play to the downside. Recoup plays, that's what we're trying to trade right now in terms of that recoup to the upside of a wedge, preceding wedge at the higher level. So to the extent, what I would say is, to the extent that you've identified a bullish pattern like a falling wedge, please understand the following. Understand the fact that the market consistently, and now on the candle wicks we have a differentiation. Candle wicks we have a flat bottom here, a flat bottom support, right? What I would say is, guys, the market has become very accustomed to, please listen to this, the market has become extremely accustomed to the following, to playing the drop out of a descending wedge. It just has. Whether or not you had a flat bottom support here on the candle wicks or not, just, I'm telling you, if you guys have been trading, the market has become accustomed to trading a descending wedge, boom, on the fallout. It's been a big deal with a potential recoup to that. We'll keep this here. This will make it interesting. I'm excited now. Now I'm interested. Okay, now I'm interested in the upside target. If you guys took, congratulations. But now I'm getting interested in this upside target. I may trade. I may get involved in a little trade here. Looking at the again, for me, I'll just say now I'm getting interested. I want to play with the traders a little bit. I'm getting a little interested now. If you guys profited, congratulations, guys. Congratulations to the VIP. So let's framework back to the 4 hourly. I want to show you guys. I've really, remember this nice wedge here. You guys remember that? That was a nice framework here towards the top here. That was a nice, small kick to the upside, right? And I remember catching that bull flag in here. Just boom, getting that out to you guys, right? As we would look at the that framework, this was a successful wedge to the upside. Now, we have gotten accustomed to we say like 60-70%, it seems like, of the wedges in this zone have capitulated out down below the wedge. Okay, that's the dynamic that we're currently experiencing in the market. You guys know this. That's the dynamic we're currently experiencing in the market, is that the wedges, instead of trajecting to the upside, they're falling out. And then buyers are finding their way somehow back up to at least the peak or within the body of the wedge. Okay? That's the dynamic we're in. Not exactly expressive of really strong bullish activity. Okay, it's not a lot of buyers. There aren't a lot of buyers stepping into the equation. Okay, it's not just Bitcoin. It's the Nasdaq. It's obviously equities. There's a lot going on, guys, in the markets right now. A lot of cash being taken away from positions. I just say from overall positions. A lot of cash being taken away. But this was a good example. Preceding wedge, real strong framework. Boom to the upside. Right about an equivalent hit with the top. That was nice. right? And we just haven't seen. Now, once we hit that 50%, we had a great 50%, right? 50, guys, in terms of the macro fib. Bam, again, a target, right? In our lower target, my lower target here, right? I'm not just saying those are targets, right? And then the back with VIP is I'm bringing up Fibonacci's. Those aren't just to look at, guys. Those are to trade. If you guys traded on APE today, you did well on Fibonacci's. We're on Fib right now, on Fibonacci right now. But look at this in terms of APE. That was a huge move to the upside, right? Potential there. The framework, we just hit into the golden pocket again. These are targets. These are entries, right? If you got in at a 50x here, I mean, guys, if you got in at a 50x right here, just on target, you're up 150+% on your trade already. Okay, that's a big deal. So looking at that framework, I try and bring that level of accuracy to the game. We got to. And nobody's perfect, guys. Nobody is perfect. Looking at Sheeb. Sheeb. What are you doing, Sheeb? Angel, we got to talk about Sheeb. What's going on with Sheeb? What is going on with Sheeb? Let's see what Sheeb's got going on. Another hit into the 78.6. Man, the first time it hit into the 78.6, it grinded for a while. And you guys remember it flew up from the 78.6 up. That was a nice 85%. Man, Sheeb down and out of the triangulation. Targets engaging. 78.6 engaging. Right? Big deal. 786 on Sheeb. Right? It was a big deal recently on Doge. I am not afraid to trade a dog coin. I do not care, guys. I do not care. I think it's a cool thing. It gets a lot of people involved in the markets. It's not the, I don't know, guys. It's not the, what we say, let's see, looking at here, the 86. It's not the end-all be-all of life. Oh, we're trading Doge. I'm not like that. But, guys, it is what it is. We've had a lot of success trading Doge. People made millions of dollars. Congratulations to all you guys. Some people sunk millions of dollars into this zone without the heavy reserve capital. I know VIP versus non-VIP, guys, our group versus others. Because, like, our group hit the low. Shout out to Pathfinder. Hit the low, the 86, right? Boom. The low. The absolute low, right? Congratulations. They own the low right now on the retracement. That's fantastic. Okay, so in terms of the framework of Doge, will we get into another hit on that, on the 86, guys? We have core below that. You guys know core below that. Looking at the framework, let's see GMT. Let's take a little breather and look at GMT. 30x coin. Look at the price action on this. We're in a bear market, huh? A bear market with a 30x coin, right? And guys, how are you in a bear market? I have to ask, how are you in a bear market? How can we really say, like, oh, we're in a bear market? I get upset about it when, like, you can sit down if you know what you're doing any day and hit a 2x or a 5x, right? You could hit like last night, you could hit, I said 3x, not a 5x, but not just the leverage, but you could actually literally get a return for a 2x. You could get like 100% of your money, right? Don't think of the market like that. Don't. I know some of you have holdings and they're down. Don't be in the dumps. Let's look at the bright side. In 2022, let's figure out how to. What do they say? There's more than one way to skin that cat, right? We're gonna figure out every way to skin that cat. 2022. I'm excited about it. And yeah, don't be surprised when we start getting some additionally really strong traders in this group. And if you're listening right now and you're an additionally really strong trader, I don't think that there is I don't think it's an accident that you're watching. I'm going to say that because we have a lot of success in this group, and I'm excited about welcoming you guys into VIP without a doubt. It's the real deal. You guys will like it. So looking at the framework here, let's see what else is moving right now. And Angel, I see you guys some chats on in. Let me see. Maps, AXS, just light movers. DOT up and just a touch there. Under 15 kind of value zone there, on DOT. Looking at so we guys, but from Phantom to Harmony One, these are just some coins that have moved with better price action than GameStop did in 2021. All right, so from Phantom to Harmony One to Cosmos, right? Some of these coins are down, right? The only thing that needs to be considered of those coins is making sure it's not kind of like a seasonal coin. Doesn't turn into a seasonal market coin where it kind of has a season. It does really well. It's kind of like VeChain or something else. It's just kind of, it decides to chill out, right? For, let's say, Q3, 4 of 2021. It really had one cycle, like VeChain, as I recall. VeChain in 2021 had one cycle. Then it decided to kind of chill out the rest of the year, right? So as we look at because they all had the same chart from Cosmos to Phantom to Harmony 1. They had that strong double top, and they're going through their retracement now. I always say, on something like that, on something you're looking into a deep core acquisition, if you're looking for heavier accumulation at lower levels, make sure it's something that you don't mind going past the 786 and going past the 86% retracement. You have to want to own what you're investing in and appreciate the technology well enough, appreciate what you're investing in, that you would hold it below those levels. Okay? I mean that, and I say that. It's been a while since I've said that to you guys, but as those coins are down there, do you really believe in those coins that much? Do you really, really believe in those coins that much, guys? Is that something you want to hold? Maybe even for a year or two? I bring it up, guys, not to be bearish, to be realistic with you. Period. Right? At the lower levels. Like, you love it when it's not green through the roof, right? So just be aware of that, guys. And if it meets that qualification, if it's one of those, as Angel would say, one of the horses in the stable, right? Period. Then congratulations, and I salute you on your lower prices. Congratulations, very, very well done. So let's look at the Honda Civic. The Honda Civic. What is this? I just saw a Honda Civic pop up, but I'm supposed to read. Let me read Angels. But if you are going to give a second guess, I read that. Okay, about the starts with yourself, personally speaking, not financial advice. Give us some financial advice. Give us some crypto financial advice, Angel. We're going to get through it. We'll be all right. It's impossible to give financial advice on crypto. So if you choose to give us some, that's fine. We won't worry about it. We will take it with a grain of salt and enjoy it. Let's see what we have here. Looks like that 86 on the upside here. Ouch. A little bit difficult. Like I mean, listen, Bitcoin, I got a target up here for VIPs. Okay, so I understand that you have your little sessional. What does it want to do? It's sessional grind in here, and it may want to take like 4 days to potentially get to this target. But we got a stream. I got guys that want to book a trade. Come on, BTC. Now, technically, I'll tell you guys, I'm playing around a little bit. Technically speaking, it's a nice rebound into this specific area towards the target. You're away from the target. A couple $100. What are you away from the target here? Well, maybe $100. Okay, so you're $100 away from the target. All right. If you guys booked or you didn't book, congratulations. I'll say if you're trading, congratulations. That's the big deal. It was, $500-600 move total. So just wanted to let the VIP know. Yeah, we have targets. When I see these green, when I put the green, look at what Ape did, guys. By the way, on Ape, and I gave this target for Ape. This is just an example of VIP in the back. Now, I gave this specific target, the green arrow target, as we were pouring down on this side without this stuff, guys. But look at how well it performed. Look at this. Boom. Nice move. Nice move on Ape. Look at that green. Boom. Nice move. Dinero. Like nice move, guys. Nice cash in the pocket. Very nicely done for VIP. And I read through what Angel said, but Sean, what are you talking about? You got a Honda Civic. I haven't been listening to any crypto Twitter, YouTube since joining. Congratulations. So much less stressful. Amen. You lost audio, London. Oh, no, you lost audio. I hope you didn't lose audio. Can you, let me see, can you hear me now? Let me see, can you hear me now? You should be fine. Yeah, we should be fine on audio. I think it's just you. But Sean has lost audio. Huh. The Honda Civic. Not sure what the Honda Civic is all about, but that's exciting. Let me see if you can hear me. And let's see if you can hear. Sean, you may have been, I don't know. Maybe you're not in the Honda Civic. What are you doing? What is the Honda Civic? I'm not sure what the Honda Civic is. Let me know. That's VIP. And guys, we want to hear from you. I want to let you guys know. Let me see. Anyone else? Can anyone hear me? Let's see. Anyone hear? Can anyone hear? Quickly, I just retested into the framework of the No. Yeah, no. We're fine. I can hear it on my cell phone right now. We're doing great. Sean, I don't know what's going on, boss. You have your speaker. Something is. You need to bang on the speaker. You need to do something, my brother. That's tough because I can hear us full blast on the cell. Yeah, we're jamming, brother. You got to turn that volume up, Sean. You got to turn that volume up. You got to figure out what's going on there at the home front. That's some stuff there. So let's look at this 5 second here. Let's look at the 1 second here. I'm interested now. I may dabble a little trade here. I want to see what we want to do, guys. See what you guys are doing. Hopefully everybody's doing well this weekend. It's the weekend, guys. Congratulations and welcome again to, I guess, Saturday night. That's important. Saturday night's a good night. And it's always a good night if you're trading, if you're having fun, if you guys are taking care of business and everything other than crypto and in crypto as well, right? It's fun. And a lot of you guys are good traders. I appreciate that. I know some of you guys who are listening. Shout out to Vlad. What's up, Vlad? Shout out to just everybody. AJ Crypto. I know you guys have worked a lot. Let me see. Good, Sean. I'm glad you upgraded that to the from the phone to the CPU. You don't want to watch this on the phone. Gotcha. Don't watch this on the phone. It looks best on the big screen. These technical indications are very important, right? Extremely important, guys. Very, very important. So here I'd prefer a flat top, right? I would prefer a completely flat top. As I look for entry here, I'm always assessing, can I find the presence of buyers, right? And that's going to be indicated by that flat top. Okay, just that is my strategy, and it's a clear indication that buyers are present, right? When we have an ascending line of support, it's nice, and that's accompanying a flat top. This is indicative of an ascending triangle. It's one of the strongest patterns in the market that you can trade. I'll always mark let me go ahead and do this. Any other hurdles or obstacles we'd have, okay, to the upside, I'm always going to mark those out. You guys will see those normally with a horizontal ray. I'll put a horizontal ray on the charts that I have in the back for you guys as you look at your trades, okay? And let's see what we have here. Let's see what we have. Potential for this to push a bit along this top threshold here. Not crazy about the fact that it's kind of seated within. Looks like it's moving a bit. It's nice. This is perfect. We're getting through these. Very nice. Get up to my target. Let's see what we got. Have an indication I kind of want to trade this. Let's see where she's going to go. Got to be quick on those hands. That Jackie Chan hands. See if she'll recapitulate, first of all, to the prior level of resistance to confirm a support, right? That would have been a quick flash trade here. Bam, up and out. Reconfirming prior resistance, boom, as support would be indicated at some point potentially. So if I'm in an ascending triangle, I want to catch it before exit. I just do, guys. I want to catch it before exit, and I'm keen to take on ascending triangles. I just am. I'd say I would explore the notion that we could have some sort of a bull flag or other pattern intertwined therewith that would obviate the need to return to the flat top. I would agree with that. Okay, so that was just stated. If you guys understood that, please let that register a little bit. When you're always looking for a return to the flat top here in terms of that flat top resistance to a support, do look for anything else that would. And nice price action, guys. The reason I wanted to trade it looks good. In terms of that, and didn't. I'm talking to you guys. In terms of the framework of this, the framework is very important as we look at a flat top with a return to feature. It still doesn't get you off the hook. Market's still looking at it, period. However, if you don't return and you have somewhat of a bull flag, which we do, just pay mind and heed to the fact that bull flag may get you up and out without the need to return. It's a possibility. I think you guys will agree with that. We rarely see any indicated, even with I'd say a cross pattern indication. Rarely do we see ascending triangles not return. We just see that frequently in the market, right? Without a doubt, we see that frequently in the market. Preceding breakout, just a look at the fibs, and it's just essentially a flat level fib. Hit at breakout nearly, but right along that 86, carving in along that 86, which is our custom retracement from that point of preceding breakout. Time frames will differ a little bit, but preceding breakout, initiate. There we go here, initiating targets to the upside. the low to the high. From this point of breakout, bam, initiate the targets to the upside, and then we have nice carve in at that 86. Okay, so nice. That 86 is crucial if you guys are involved in that. Thank you, Angel. Appreciate that. Boom, 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 boom. Thanks, Angel. That's what we got here. Thank you, Angel. There we go. And so Sean, you guys really relatively new VIP. So I wanted to trade that. I said it a few times, just didn't get involved in it. Looks like a bit of a risk to me now because I don't want it to capitulate back down. Would have held through maybe a bit of the risk. I don't like a flat top. I don't like a prior resistance. I don't like that below me. If I'm deciding to go long up and above, I'm not crazy about that, right? I see too many that decide to return down to that preceding level of resistance. Show me a previous level of resistance, and I'll show you orders at that level. That's the idea. Potential move to the downside, and we have our upside target, but we may take a while to get there. You guys know that. We may take a while to get there. Let's take a look at let's see if I don't know. You guys think we're going just straight due north? How are you guys trading? I want to know. Sean, how are you trading, my man? How goes it, and how are you trading? Back to the CPU. That's good news. Let's see what we got in terms of the overall pattern formation. What is this putting us into? We wanted to pick up before this. I'll tell you that. It's not bad that we've still picked up at this level. Looking at the top level formation in terms of, yeah, we would get into, I suppose, a parallel channel carry down. Just working through the technicals, as I know you guys would. Parallel channel carry down. That's not bad. Okay, if we can accomplish this in terms of, I'd say, the bull flag formation, that would be fantastic. This would just be fantastic. Okay, in terms of we need to get back to the level of resistance. You guys know that. But looking at this, that's on the 5 second. Look at the 15 second. Here we go, 15 second. Yeah, we'll deal with that. We could deal with that without a doubt, right? We could deal with a nice bull flag. Looks like that. We'd be happy, guys. If that's going to be required to get us to the upside to our target, boom. That's nice. We'd love to see that. We'd love to see BTC formulate that. Now, in terms of like you're over if you've just traded and you've entered into this ascending triangle, right? It's like, wait, what do you mean we may return? Well, you have a decision to make. I'm just going to tell you guys. I don't know if you're the type of guys, type of traders that just you spend, some of you will spend like, days or, hours at least in a trade. Or are you gone? Are you done? Boom. You hit that at 100x or whatever it may be. You're over. That's it. That's fine. Let me find the next solid high probability trade that's there. Let me find the next solidly high probability trade, pardon me, guys, that's there, and let's roll, right? Easy stuff. You don't have to sit around for days and hours in a trade. It's just, you can do it, but to the extent that it's like, are you doing it or is the market doing it to you is probably the better question. Once you really start looking at this, and nobody likes to tear into the market any harder than we do. You guys know that. Nobody does. But I just want to make sure that you guys are doing it. Are you trading? How are your trades? How are your trades going? Very important, right? I want to make sure that you guys are doing it. I don't want the market doing it to you. Whatever it is that you're doing, right? Looking at this, get on. Just leave that ascending triangle behind. Love to see that. Nice pattern framework. Don't juke the traders. Do not juke the traders. You guys got to let me know who's trading. Where are you guys at? You long, short? I don't want to put an arrow right here, guys, because I don't want you to short BTC right now. I want to get to the upside target. When I have an upside target and a downside target, I don't know. I'd rather be unidirectional in case you're paying attention, not paying attention, or changing the clothes with the kids or whatever you're doing. Right? I would prefer you guys to be kind of unifocal here in terms of our top side target and our low side target. And we'll have both frequently, but to the extent that fits in your trade game and the scope of what you're capable of in the market, beautiful. If that's something that's a little bit beyond where you're at, don't worry about it. Spend some time with us here at the channel. Chill. And those who have spent more time, I'll tell you this, understand a little bit more of what I say in terms of kind of just covering yourself, making sure that you're covered, make sure that you're not overexposed to any higher prices. Go to the 1 second. Looks like we're getting up and out of this zone, right? Some of you may have gotten in from lower and are more likely VIP still involved in the trade. I think, Sean, you're still involved in the trade from here, right? You're trying to get to that upside target. Congratulations to you. Told you have a decision to make. That's the upside target here, essentially this level, that green. When I say that you have a decision to make, it's just the truth, right? When you have real money on the table, and it's just it's your decision to take it, right? In terms of that, and that's the idea. Just get at least to that level in terms of you having that decision to make. That's fine. I didn't make as much money as I wanted to make. Hey, that's okay, guys. That's still a beautiful thing. Still deal with that. Can handle that any day, right? So, is she going to? What do we got here? So it looks like pushed up into, I won't even say that. It looks like a failed to flag, right? Failed to flag formation, just got a little messy there. And not sure if this ascending triangle on the bottom is kind of frustrating the future. What do you guys think? I definitely will tell you that there are some Fibonacci's in play, without a doubt. Anytime we have that flat top breakout, it's an excellent moment for traders to come in with some scheduled pattern framework below, right, in terms of those targets. Buy it, support, sell it, resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets. You guys know this, right? Easy stuff. And in terms of the application, it's easy to say it. In terms of the application, it requires a full game plan. You guys know that. You got to be structured. You got to be focused, guys. You got to be laser focused. I'll tell you, the guys who are laser focused and they just like to buy Bitcoin, they got those eyes and everything, they don't know what they're talking about. Those laser eyes are for people who trade, right? I'll give him to Michael Saylor. I guess he buys it all the time, though. He doesn't trade it. I don't give it to Michael Saylor. I don't want him to have those laser eyes. I don't think he's earned them. I think you guys earn them because you're literally focused, right? You're focused on the market. And that's just it is what it is, guys. So a hit on that golden pocket, went down to that golden pocket. We'll take a look at how those residuals are going to play out. Will we recapitulate back down to the level of prior resistance on the flat top? It'd be a heck of a move, guys, if we can get there. Let's take a look. Now that we got the sound worked out for Sean, relatively new VIP. Sean, I hope it's working out well, man. We're having a good time. But I got a shout out to Frankie, to Amos. I got a shout out to all the new VIPs. We got some good guys. And it's not just you, Sean, but Pathfinder recently joined. We got probably Miner out there. He's looking to join or do something. Do something good, Miner. We got to say that, man. Master Miner. We're hoping he does good things in 2022, like unbelievable things. I like 2022 so far because it started off with a bang, or as I was thinking that, it starts off with a bang, boom. But looking at the framework of the year, it's like people just get amnesia very quickly. You guys know that? It's like if things aren't accommodating immediately, you guys know that if things are not immediately accommodating, people just want to leave. It's over, right? There's, the market needs to go where I want it to go right now. Give it a couple months. I'm excited about it taking a few months from the traders to I don't know, retail shakeout's fine with me, guys. I'm not worried about it. If you're feeling like you're getting shaked out, I would ask you what your goals are for 2022. Not goals just necessarily for this month, but what are your goals for 2022? You want to learn to trade, right? You just want to buy Bitcoin. You want Bitcoin the price to go up. We've been sideways for 100 days now in BTC, and we've seen a lot of coins that have demonstrated a lot of growth potential in the market, i.e. GMT. Ape's done relatively well, but GMT has gone up like 30x. There's been a few 30x coins. So to the extent that your goal is, well, is it to make money? Is it to quit the day job and focus on trading? Right? Some of you it may be to quit the day job, and that's a great goal. I'm excited about that, guys, if you can get to that point. So what are the probabilities here, guys? What are the probabilities? Will it come into play? It would be rare for us to not re-experience a prior resistance. I'll say this at least. There are orders waiting at this level. So whether or not they get picked up, I'll just let you know there are orders waiting at this level. It doesn't have to be an all-in scenario in terms of if you decide to short or you decide to long. Guys, you can stack longs and shorts on both sides of the price. You guys know this. You can stack longs and shorts on both sides of the price and have them at variable levels, variable degrees of leverage. You guys understand that? You can stack longs and shorts on the correct side of the price, okay? And you stack shorts, right, above. You stack longs, right, below, which is just, it's buy and sell orders. That's all it is, guys. Just think of it that way. Think red and green, okay? You buy below, you sell above, okay? You short above, you long below. So the bottom line is you can stack those, the long and shorts, with leverage futures. You can stack those above and below at different levels of with different degrees of leverage. You guys know that. That's a nice way to start thinking about the utility of your capital. Okay? I want you guys to at least explore that in 2022 just a little bit, just to start thinking about that. Not looking like a bad formation here. This would be a nice, could be a nice curl around feature into kind of a, I don't know, guys. It's not looking too bad, is it? Let's see what we got. To the extent that it's getting into a wedge, that'd be beautiful to complete to the upside. Let's see what it wants to do. It wants to go to our target as the bottom line. However it wants to wiggle this way there is fine. Get there. Get there, BTC. 38,149. I want my VIP to get, I want them to make their cash. That's what I want, guys. Let it surprise people on the micro. Let it do what it wants to do. I want it up. I want it up to our target. Bottom line. Get on up there. So let's see what we got on the. I'll dig into the lower time frames. We got a higher time frame or a higher target. Just to remind everybody, it looks like it may leave that specific triangulation in the dust. That'd be beautiful. Unless we want to complete this resistance, support, resistance. It'd be interesting to hit back on to the level of support there. Really classic bull flag feature in play for BTC. Let's go hit the target. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? The recoup on the triangulation left in the dust. Very interesting. Very rare for BTC. Very rare for BTC. I'm not complaining. We have an upside target for VIP. Stated in the back, if you guys are not VIP, you need to be VIP. 71% from Sean. Good job, brother. Nice. Nicely done. Looking at this framework in terms of this target. This was on the drop. Just look at this. On the drop. Let's take a look at this. Yeah. Letting people know on that drop. Target's right back up here. Boom. Okay. Nice move. Bitcoin. Nice move. Very, very nicely done. So Sean's in the money. Sean is making money. Nice to see that, Sean. I like to see that you're trading. That is very, very, very important to me to see that people are trading. So looking at the framework here, let's look at the candle wicks. Check those out real quickly. We're up and out of this. I'd say guys, it's a flag formation. Really rare. You guys know this. As we look at these, we're going to count this. We can count them on one hand, literally the ascending triangles. Just note this, guys, if you traded or otherwise, we can count these literally on one hand that haven't returned to the preceding top of the ascending triangle. We can count them on one hand in the last probably 2 months. You hear me? Guys, we could probably count these on one hand. The number of ascending triangles that did not revisit this top line prior resistance. Yeah, we can probably count them on one hand. Okay, there's very rare that you don't revisit this. So it's that'd be dynamic to see. I'd be happy to see it. Anytime we see anything like that, I'm excited to see it. I'm happy to see it. Surprise the traders. Just understand that dynamic is always there. But yeah, I literally mean that. We could count them on one hand, the ones that have not returned to that level. So very important. This 15 seconds, a little bit important here. Let's see what we got in terms of this kind of a flat top indicated. A little bit of a difference with that, with those. Let's see, with the candle wicks activated. Okay, candle wicks have that nice bull flag feature here, and not perfect. We would want a 1, 2, 3, and really a 4 and a 5 up and out. Ideally, we'd like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if it wants to curtail that and push up and above before that, I'd be thrilled. I would love additional price action. BTC enjoys the slow as you go routine. And to the extent that you guys are trading right now, congratulations. I'm excited about Sean. Currently up, 70, 80%. Sean, VIP, Guys, if you're not trading, if you don't have the right exchange, that link on top is the exchange. I'm giving that to you guys because I want you to trade. I want to see you guys trade. I want you to do well. It's a good exchange for you guys to sink into. It's I think anyone who's tried it likes it. I'll tell you that. In terms of that, it's not. It's just not. It's not every day you get to trade 125 times Bitcoin, 125x, and all of your altcoins on 50x. Very important. With a smooth interface that you can, you guys test it out. You let me know what you think. I'll be very surprised. I've been around markets for a long time. Be very surprised if you guys don't like it. Let's see what we got. Isn't that nice to see an ascending triangle? We rarely see it. We rarely see an ascending triangle that doesn't revisit this level. We almost keep them on the map for a while to see whether or not it will revisit that level. Like we keep it on the map for a while sometimes, like this. Boom. We just do, guys. Now with this one, I'll probably turn this. Let's turn that blue. Let's do yellow. Let's do a yellow, okay? Because we see this so frequently, but it's just a little bit out of context. With the other return to, I'd say the return to function on the wedges, I keep that green. We see that frequently, right? We've been seeing that, what would you guys say? 7, 8, 9 times out of 10? Literally probably 7. 80%, yes sir, way to go. VIP are trading, guys. VIP are trading. That's what I like to see, Sean. Congratulations. Anybody can do it, guys. Anybody can do it. Need a little bit of focus. Need a touch of focus. And I always say the good guys win. Sean, you're one of the good guys. Congratulations for trading. 80%. 80% in the money. Huge. And Sean, you're trading. I have to check this out. Are you trading? Did you pick up and you're going back to target? I got to know that in terms of, let me see. Did you buy to head back up to the target we posted in the back? I got to know that, Sean. I got to know. That's important for me because if you're in the money on that trade, I'm super excited. Without a doubt, that is just awesome if you were able to do that. It's like a little bit of a pause in the price action. Don't die now, baby. Now, Sean, you have a decision to make. You guys know that. When you're 80% of the money, you have a decision to make, right? Get used to making that decision. Get used to having that. If you didn't take here and you didn't take here, just consider, just consider it. Well, it's another opportunity afforded to the traders right now to take your near threshold, depending upon where your entry was. And, just to review, in terms of that breakout feature here, let's look at this real quickly. This was the breakdown feature when I identified this level of support pickup, right, and the upside target in green above. So that's important, guys. That's VIP, green above, right? Pick up at support, essentially at this level here, and we have this green target above, right? So that's essentially putting things back into the framework of just kind of the catch up. Anybody who hasn't been around VIP too long, guys, just a good trade group. And shout out to Angel on top. Invested in Bitcoin at $7.79. Let's just cut it. Just say $7. Can I just say $7, Angel? It would be nice if I could just say $7. He bought Bitcoin at $7. Please let me round just to 7. I just want to say that. Yeah, I think people know it's authentic when you say $7.79. You know exactly. I always say it's not what you own, it's at what price. Without a doubt. Looking like a nice bull flag feature here towards the top. Potential. Different time frame. Can it give us a bull flag? Come on. Not looking bad, guys. Not looking bad. Longs looking sharp. Sean, my man. Love to see this, huh? I just get excited about this. So you set your order at 37.5 to catch a wick down to that target, hoping it would get picked up. Almost got the bottom. It looked like, hey, way to set your targets, bro. Very nice. So it just smoothed into 37.5. Impressive. Let's see where we are on that. Oh yeah, you did, huh? Well, 37,395 would have been nice. 37,395 would have been important. Let's see how you could have gotten there to 37,395. Yeah, it would have been tough cut through, huh? That would have been tough. A 30-minute, that's tough. That would have been tough to get there just on the candle wicks. So nice pickup, brother. Always the low. If you can framework yourself into operating on the extremes, right? You can operate with the probabilities on your charts, right? On your trades, your patterns, etc. As you start to look at the extremes, the extreme low, the extreme high, you want the extreme in the market. You guys know that. It's intuitive, but just to remind you guys of that, you want the extreme in the market. You just do. You guys know this without a doubt. In terms of, particularly if you're on futures, even if you're on spot, you want the extremes. You know, it's not. It doesn't go without saying. You want the absolute low price you can get, right? You want to sell. You want to sell at the absolute highest price you can. So that's just within the framework. You also don't want something to take over the entirety of your time, your existence, your life. You don't want that to occur as well, right? So, but setting your order like Sean just did, hugely important. Just huge. Very nice move, Sean. Very, very nice. Looking at BTC just not quitting. Huh? Not quitting. Nice price action, guys. Nice job, VIP in the house. Hope you guys doing well. It's good to be VIP, guys. You got to know that, without a doubt. 37,378. 37,378. Look at you, man. Beautiful entry, Sean. Very impressive. Just took a nap, woke up, you're in the money, huh? Nothing wrong with that. Oh, I just realized I had given you that chart showing down, didn't I? That's the cool thing. I guess you were watching in the back. Isn't this funny how this works? I had given you this. Well, look at that. Very nicely done. I had given you this in the back when we were still in this pattern here showing down. Boom. Very nicely done. Congratulations to Sean. Probably had my lines off, but it worked out on that time. Good job, Sean. Yeah, I brought that feature to you. I guess maybe you were prepared for that lower price action. That's what that line was right there. That line showing it go, down would be the notion. Nice. Nicely done, Sean in the house. Man, trading isn't easy, but sometimes VIP makes it look like that, huh? Seriously, huh? You just get your chart, you roll into it, you decide, okay, I'm going to set an order down here and just make 80%. No problem. It doesn't have to be impossible. That's the truth, huh? So, nicely done, Sean. Important, brother. That's cash, money. That's good. Yep, that's what you saw. Isn't that great? So you did. You saw this, and boom, you set your orders, and you're up 80%. That is awesome. That is so cool. Easy stuff. You post. Yes, the post. Your post. It's okay. Get on with it now. Make Sean some money. Please make him some cash. Make the VIP standout success stories here with this deal. See what we got. Let's see what we got. You got 80%. So what are you on? You're on, let's see what, I got to review this stuff because I got to see what he's on. What's his leverage? You're on a long 50, huh? I think you're on 50X. Not bad. That's reasonable, huh? Likelihood of getting completely washed out on 50 is not quite as bad as possibility of getting wiped out on that 125X. Without a doubt, huh? That 125 can grill. It'll move around just to take your trade away, you really got to make it move on that 50. Huh? Unless you're on an altcoin. The altcoin, they'd love to eat up those. They'll just eat those 50Xs up for lunch, huh? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Looking at the framework, staying away from this yellow. Just staying away from it. I want to do something here. Here we go. I'm going to do this. All right. Now I have a... All right. Now I like that. That's cool. All right. I'm going to put this black and the yellow. I like that there. I may do this as well. I just want this to look different here. I want to pay attention to it, not just now. I want it to be on my chart for a while. So I'm going to put red, black, and yellow like this. That'll work. And we'll see how that works out in terms of that specific target to the downside. We just learned to keep them there, without a doubt. Hope you guys are having a good weekend thus far. And I know that a lot of you have been with family. A lot of you have had things going on. We focus on the technicals here, guys. TA Trading 2022. Let's get into it. I mean, we're already into it. It's almost May. We have got to build the #1 trade group. We've got to. Sean, you're in the hunt. You know that? Without a doubt, you are in the hunt. I'm impressed. I tell people 100 rounds. Give it 100 rounds in terms of your leverage, in terms of what you're doing on futures. Sean, you're doing great, brother. Awesome to see. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. You may be doing better than some guys that are throwing heavily at the market right now. Very impressive. Quite a few guys like to throw heavily at the markets. I'm sure Angel's seen it all through his years. In terms of guys just, we all have stories, people we know, etc. Just throwing too heavily at the market. Just keep it light, you know. If you have a story, let it be a story of a, couple $100 grand, a couple $100 grand. What are you going to do? That's not going to change your life, Honestly, guys, a couple $100 grand going to change your life? Like, really? Honestly? Is it going to change your life? I'm going to tell you no. Because if I gave you a couple $100 grand tomorrow, you could spend it in a month and you would forget. You probably on disposable things. You could spend couple $100 grand on disposable items and they would be gone. Like short-lived, this, you could just waste it very quickly, right? So a couple $100 grand, if you have a bad move or this or that in the market, make it about a couple $100 grand. Man, that's enough to kind of, get worked up about it. Having a cigar with the guy, a couple $100 grand on this one, a couple $100 grand on that one. But, life-changing, like miserable stuff, like, man, $5 million on that one. Dang, man, $5 million. A couple $100 grand, you're going to be all right. I mean, think about it, huh? I think if you're creative enough on your taxes, theoretically, and I am not a tax consultant whatsoever, but theoretically, with a couple $100 grand on your taxes, if that were a big deal to you, a loss of a couple $100 grand, your income is probably structured such that you could find a really advantageous way to present all that to the IRS. You probably wouldn't owe taxes for like the next 5 or 10 years. Don't even worry about it. Just take the gift that it would be. If the market cost you a couple $100 grand, honestly, guys, I just believe this. This is probably a very ill-founded belief of mine. Let's look at this real quickly. I'm interested in this. But yeah, probably a very ill-founded belief of mine, but it is a belief nonetheless. And wrap your mind around this. If you were to lose a couple $100 grand in the market, right? If it's a big deal for you, then your income is probably as such. If you lose a couple $100 grand and it's a big deal, then your income is probably of the sort that you could structure the loss of the couple $100 grand around your income, and you probably wouldn't have to pay taxes for like the next 10 years. It may be the biggest gift you could actually do to yourself, depending upon the way you look at that. But I would look at the glass half full there, right? Because when you've lost a couple $100 grand, there are some other dudes that have lost, multiple millions of dollars, right? So, and I'm just trying to make it kind of a fun thing to think about. It's like, oh, you wouldn't have to ever pay taxes again. Just, hey, ask your tax consultant. You may want to go lose a couple $100 grand. The right accountant, anything's possible. Huh? It just has to, it has to You have to pass audit, huh? I know that. You have to pass that audit, huh? Make sure your accountant, whoever he is, from me to you guys, okay? Listen up, guys. Make sure your accountant has never failed an audit, all right? Whoever you got, however it goes, you make sure they've been through one and they never failed. The more, the better, okay? Bottom line, that's my only piece of wisdom I can give to you guys. You make sure you got just a bulletproof accountant, all right, in life. Maybe you do it yourself on TurboTax, whatever. That's fine. Crypto tax, whatever it may be. But you just make sure your guy never loses. Nothing like saying that. I got an accountant. He's 38 years. He's never lost an audit. Whew. You just get to call him up and say, "Hey, we're writing this off." I'm joking a little bit here, okay? But it is interesting, isn't it? When you got an accountant that's just bulletproof, he's never lost an audit, huh? You just call him and say, "Hey, we're writing this off." It's like, all right, well, that's one approach. I wouldn't necessarily. Someone who's an accountant who's never lost an audit, he's already dealt with that type of client, by the way. He'd be like, "Great, great, great." London, I appreciate that, and then he'll he'll do the right thing on paper. But as long as I think I'm writing it off, he's everybody's happy, yeah. Funny stuff. A little bit of an ascending wedge here, not really. A little bit of a constriction, but not too much. We flatten that out, okay? We'll flatten that out in the context here of what we're trying to build. Not exactly perfect. What is Bitcoin doing? Is trying to break out of all these implied patterns. They're incomplete patterns, right? Because we have the move to the upside, resistance, support, resistance. I think we're in not exactly flat top. It's just kind of messy patterning. That Bitcoin would give us nice patterning. You got to say, huh? If we could really get into Bitcoin's patterning and it be very, what we say, and it isn't bad, right? But it is nice for us to reflect on just a bit. It's and shout out to all the VIP. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. We're trading Bitcoin. Gave an upside target and a dropout scenario to VIP. So some VIP are in the money right now. Sean, for instance, literally is, where do we have this? I just want to review. Where are we at? Where are we at? You saw the drop here. Where is the drop? I just showed it. It doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter. We're looking at the, here you go. This was the one. Boom. The drop, the fallout with the green line. He set targets. He's currently, guys, he is in the money. We have to just say he's in the money 80% on his trade. That's a big deal for me. That's awesome. For him, too. What's up, VIP? Boom. Setting those targets below. Nice pickup, bro. Nice pickup. Way to go, VIP, huh? That's not shabby. You guys have to admit that's not shabby. Huh? That's okay. So we did not even return to the ascending triangle top. Oh, I've got the black and yellow lined up here on those arrows. Luke and I are going to keep track of that one if it doesn't recomplete down to that level. I'm going to mark it. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to put this one in yellow. All right. And we'll just have yellow. We'll have green. We'll have yellow. How about that, guys? Don't make me put a red line on the map. Those red lines, ouch, 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 ouch. You guys know when I put a red line on, those are serious, guys. Serious, serious, serious. What was the red line? Let's go back through this. Let's see what we got here. Let's go back through it. You guys remember my red line was this here on, let me make sure I got this on red, and I'll show you guys where the red line is on Bitcoin. It's mean, guys. Look at this. The red line, my red line on Bitcoin. I had to put it up. You guys know this. Boom. Right? That was my red line. Ouch. Like I tell, just don't make me put one of those up, huh? I mean, somewhat seriously, huh? Look at that. It's pushed, it's tried, but it's just been the barrier. I put it up in this zone here. You guys know that, huh? People who know my charts, they know. Put it up in this zone. Working into that zone. Tried to beat, failed, right? Tried to beat. Here we go. Failed. There you go. Tried to beat. Yep. Here we go. Failed. I'm not, what I say, I'm just not real, I'm not aggressive on putting in the red lines on chart framework, but when I put it in here, you guys see why. Ouch, yeah. We've been 100 days plus at that line. Come on. Dang it. Support could have held. Support could have held. Boom. That's just the primary trend line for Bitcoin, okay? So, anyway, jokes about the accountant. You guys know that. Complete jokes about the accountant. Let's see what we got going on. And so we have a few days of a break from the equities market. That's nice. Like to see that, huh? That helps a little bit. Okay. Any other structure formation here that we need to explore, given the fact that the bull flag is imperfect? Let's get through here. We have our upside target. Congratulations to Sean. Anybody else who's trading? And nice hands. Sean, you held through this portion here. Congratulations. I know a lot of you are capable of doing that. Sean, I'm adding you to the list. Congratulations. I like when you guys book trades. We'll get more highly specific if you guys want to trade 125x. And if you guys are not in a trade group yet, well, that's not cool, guys. Or if you're in another trade group, stick with the other trade group. I always tell people, if you're in that other trade group, you stick with that other trade group. I just mean that. That's fine. Just stay over there. Unless you have to change. If you feel compelled to change or something like that, that's fine. I never want to take any other traders from other trade group. It's unnecessary. Let's see what we got. Sean, you just lighten up the chats. Look at all this stuff. I tried to actually set a short order to enter below the support on that chart at the lower price than current, but it executed at current price. Guess you can't do limit shorts at lower price. A limit short at lower price. You would want a trigger trade. You want a trigger trade. Once it broke out and down, then yes, you would want to execute at the specific level. Okay. Then some of these alts are lower prices than I've ever seen them. Indeed. Cuidado, amigo. I'm going to tell you, cuidado, amigo. Careful, my friend. Equities got to be due for a bounce Monday after last week's bloodbath. Ooh, seeing a bounce on Monday. Very interesting. Very interesting, huh? One of the worst weeks, since 2008, or worst months, whatever. We start mentioning 2008. That's rough, tough stuff, guys. It ain't gotten that bad yet. We're not anywhere near as bad as it can get. I'm telling you guys, we are nowhere near as bad as it can get. Be on the lookout, at least for that comment. And the truth therein stated, we are nowhere near as bad as it can get, guys. This is baby stuff. You don't have, and I mean this literally, guys. I literally mean this. You don't have Wall Street brokers jumping out of buildings right now. Period. Sounds tough, doesn't it? It is the truth. Literally. When things are bad, markets close down and brokers jump out of buildings. Literally. Okay? Let's see what we got in terms of Sean. That's just the truth, guys. I hope so. Anyway, so does my IRA. Chill with the IRA, man. You got tons of time. Tons of time with that IRA. Right? Don't worry about the IRA now. You're not going to use it now, are you? Don't worry about that now. I mean, unless you're using it now, I don't even know. That's your IRA. Worry about it if you want to. I'd like to see you do better in crypto than that whole thing's worth. It's possible. I've seen people do very well beyond their IRA. A lot of people that have done well, I haven't asked them about their IRA, but very interesting, huh? Let's see what we have in terms of the framework. Just looking at additional patterns, additional channels, different time frames give us a level of support here. All right. I have this yellow line here. Level of resistance here. And we have the target up and above. So, Sean, you have a decision to make. We are not at the target, the above target. However, you're in profit. Anything else on the board here we need to take note of? Doge heading down to its target. A rehit on that Fibonacci. Potential to the 86 would be great. Sheeb, 786. Oh. Sheeb, oh Sheeb. GMT. We keep an eye on GMT. It will not stop. The price action won't quit. Right? Luna. Come on, Luna. You know, no bull flag, huh? Zero bull flag here, Luna. What's the deal? What's the deal, Luna? $79, Luna. $79 on Luna. $79 on Luna? What's wrong with like a couple $179 on Luna? Huh? When is anyone like vehemently opposed like $279 on Luna? I don't. All right. 79? Anyway. All right. Looking at let's see. We hope the stable Quan minds his P's and Q's, huh? Maybe asking quite a bit, huh? I don't like when things get centralized around decentralized components. Let's see what we got. I know what a management team is. Believe me. Let's see what we got here. So we have this internal level of resistance across the top flat line. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. Hope you guys doing well tonight. Thanks for joining us on a Saturday night. We've been trading a bit. VIP are in the money right now. Sean looking to push it a bit. Looking to get more returns. One of many in VIP that are trading. Let's see what we got. Yeah, some VIP have just taken off the weekend. I don't know why. I guess family or friends, but you know, VIP is like family. It is, you know. We're friends, you know. So my best friend's in VIP. My best friend is in VIP. Angel. Let's see what we got on. Bum 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 bum. Well, I just can't. I cannot get, what would I say? I can't find anybody else that likes the market as much as Angel does. So that's just, he and I, like, you know, you imagine just like two like rugrats in pre-kindergarten or something running around like, you know, you like you like karate. Ooh, that's my favorite too. I love karate. You know, it's just that's Angel and me on the market. That's who we are. We love the market. He's got great family too, and I just respect him a lot. So that's it. That's it. Potentially implied ascending triangle on a breakout from a decent, hello, boom, nice. From a decent bull flag, get up and out. It's like she waited until I described what she was doing, and then she wanted to get that recognition, and then she wants to fly. Boom. Nicely done, huh? She did. You guys saw that. She wanted her recognition, didn't she? Ooh. She wants to be recognized there. Working up to that target. Now, we got the preceding intermittent high here, right? Preceding levels of resistance to the left. Now, this is interesting. It's not a perfect ascending triangle. We don't have a perfectly flat top. On that 5-second, and the flat top can indicate to buyers that they want to return to that level. So preceding resistance to return to that level, right? That's the danger in trading one once you've already broken out. Essentially, once you've already broken out. And the return to feature here is not as strong. It goes through phases. We've seen it kind of go through phases. And some of them get left behind, some of them don't. I have this yellow line here. I just have that line there. So we'll keep that line there. Let's see what kind of slow price action. Let's see what your return is. Let's see. Sean, how you doing? Now, Sean, this is important. You have spent, you know where I'm going here. You have spent 2 hours and 3 minutes sideways. You know this. I told you back then you have a decision to make, right? You spent 2 hours and 3 minutes sideways. You put on another 16%, 86. Man, you know me, Sean. You spent 2 hours and 3 minutes sideways? Oh my gosh. Let's see what he's done. 86%. I'm thrilled. That's fantastic. That's VIP. Was 2 hours worth 15% or 10 to 15%? I hope it was, man. Because that's a long time to be in a trade. It can be, guys. If you can make that in 10 minutes or 9 minutes, that could be a really long time to be in a trade. I'm not talking about like, you know, pussyfoot cash, sprinkle cash. I'm talking about like money, right? Like if you can move 7 figures and make, you know, 20, what if you move 7 figures, you make, you know, 10, 15%, just bam, 6, 7 seconds. Boom, you know? I at least want to challenge you guys. It's nice to stay in a trade, it's nice to have a position, etc. But I just want to challenge you guys in terms of the time factor, right? And I do appreciate the fact that you haven't reached your target yet. You may have a sell order in here. That may be the truth, right? So we are pushing up towards one of our targets. I want to say one of our targets. I don't want to get too code here, like code written. But, you know, even at one point, I'll start putting in a different color, something here to, like, you know, you have a decision to make. Boom, right? Because it's good money. It's a good trade. And the upside target is the upside target. The one yesterday, if you traded that that deal last night on Ape, that was huge. And the one today on Ape, that was a huge move. 86%. Good job. Looking at this deal on Ape. Look at that. Boom. That was huge. That 250% move. 250. Nothing wrong with that, huh? You get a green arrow somewhere. Okay, deal. Bam. Make 250%. It's not very complicated. What do we have on? Let's see this. What do we have on this move here? It's going to have to muscle up, man. I just got to tell you guys, I mean, we're up and out of an implied bull flag. We don't have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's no question up here, period. So it's not like I'm hunting through a pattern needlessly on top or rearranging things below. It's like if we don't have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up and out, we just don't have it. The 6, 7, believe it or not, is indicated. You guys know that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Classic bull flag. So the 1, 2, 3, we're dealing with it, but it starts to weigh on the traders. I'm telling you guys, it starts to push into, decision-making time for people who are now looking at an inverse head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, real underdeveloped right shoulder. Just is what it is. So let's see. In terms of 2022, I hope you guys have your goals laid out and that they're going as planned. It's going to be an interesting season in terms of the entirety of the market. I don't know, man. Put some high stakes music on. Let's see if I have high stakes music. I know I do. Let's see what I got over here on this other side. Hey, there we go. BTC kind of powering up. Let's see what we got on. Well, maybe it's gone. I thought I had all my music laid out. And let me make sure here. Yeah, we still got this. Yeah, I think I should have high stakes music. Maybe too loud. I'll have to turn it down, but I like high stakes. We used to stay up late, trade high stakes. You guys ever done that? High stakes. Wonder who's trading high stakes right now. I wonder in this group who's trading high stakes right now. I wonder. Let's see what I can do with music. Get some high stakes music going. Dun 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 dun. Let's see. Where is my high stakes music? Community music. And let me search for if I can find high stakes. We don't have high stakes? Where the heck is high stakes? We have high stakes music. Unless they got rid of this. What is this? Sound effects music? Well, man. I thought we had all that worked out. It may be gone. What the heck? You guys know our high stakes music, right? We like our high stakes music. What happened to it? Themes? Son of a gun. What happened to our music? They took our music. Dang it. Let's see what we got here. I may have to find another. Son of a gun. Hi, what is this? View all. You know when you're not in a program for a while, they make you look back through the things to find what you already had found? Man, I'm not into that. It's been hidden. All right, I'm not going to play high stakes music. For some reason, they have hidden my high stakes music. Very uncool. Very uncool. How can they hide my high stakes music? Do you guys remember the music? It's like, it's cool, huh? Let's see. Yeah, I don't think it's there. I'm gonna have to review that, get back into it, and then we'll have to spend some more time. Dang it. That just upsets me. I wanted to play some high stakes music, man. All right. No high stakes music. All right. It's like good poker music, good like drama music. It's good stuff. We'll get to it next stream. I ask how people are doing on their trades because I want to know that people are doing well on their trades. It is a function of a trading community that people do well on their trades or they don't. And that's okay. I have sat next to many a men who have not done well in their trades for different reasons. Distracted, maybe trading on bad information, maybe overexposed, maybe wrong agenda. We want a further right shoulder. Would have been a nice drop down after that. Right shoulder with a head and a left shoulder. I mean, it could just, we're at this point now. It could just try and crawl straight back up to our target. That would, that's fine. You want to just try and just, channel line it up to our target, that's fine. Otherwise, let's get a little messy. Let me see. There you go. Those sons of bitches. You got to say, I'm not sure I can say that on the deal, but those SOBs. Bees, you're right, Sean. I mean, you gotta say it's right, huh? Give the man his music back. They stole my tunes. They stole our tunes, VIP tunes. We're gonna have to do it right because it's nice. We got when it's rocking and rolling, you'll like it. We got nice stuff. We got good music. I paid money for this stuff and they took it. Let's see what it is. What is this? What is this? What is this? And boom, 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 boom. They're just not giving it to me. Unless they removed it. They may have. Let's see what we got here. It's one of those weird music things. You can't find any good music anyway. Another ascending. There we go. Maybe you can just channel up to the target. Very important to me as you guys are trading on an improved, okay, first of all, improved. The word improved. Exchange. L Bank. Improved. What are you trading on? Maybe hit the link and trade on the improved. It is better. Possible flat top. We got the flat top, definitely. Ascending line. Oh, support. Buyers needing to push in. Boom, 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 boom. It's not easy to crawl the wall. I call this crawling the wall, right? It's not always easy. BTC likes to go kind of sideways, doesn't she? Without a doubt. She's up a percentage point. We caught the drop yesterday. Way to go, VIP. Way to go, Sean. Pushing, 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 pushing. And just slow price action. It just is, guys. There's nothing about slow, fast price. It's just BTC at times. She's up a percentage point today. She's doing everybody a favor. She poured down over a percentage point yesterday. She ain't doing any favors here. She got to get to that target. Get on up and out there. Go. No. More time. When I see this, what hits me is time. Just time. When you look at the market, you look at what we're doing, it's just time. You guys know this. And let me see. Trying to still look through some cool music, get some good tunes on for you guys. I hope everybody's having a good weekend, treating your family right. Your family's treating you right. If they're not, hey, we're going to make it, guys. Because that's some real stuff. Sometimes, family problem and this and that. And I don't know. My ex-wife took my house. Took my house and all my clothes were in my house. You start getting into that. It's like, well, you don't understand. All my clothes were in my house. My shoes were in my house. My cars were in my house. It just gets that way. It's like, and you hear those horror stories. I don't know from whom, but you would get into those horror stories and then you would just think like maybe, it's like, You don't want to lose your wife. Or they sometimes, whatever it may be, right? You think the worst sometimes. Won't you guys think the best, huh? Stay positive out there. BTC being BTC. I'm looking on the side here. Going to get some music rolling. Something good for VIP as you guys look into trades. Booking positive trades. I mean, you're doing a great job there, Sean. You in that trade. You work in that trade. I always remind you have a decision to make. Like last night, what was it? We were on Ape, and I show you guys the pattern. It's gonna break out. I show that to VIP. Boom! It fly up. What? 2, 3, 4%, whatever I do in like 7, 8 minutes. Like, yes, you guys can make 200% in 9 minutes, or you can sit here for 10 hours. And I just told you, I'm out. Ciao. I decided to go to bed. I woke up. It's in the same exact price it was. Just the same exact position. I'm like, yeah, just hit it. Bam. Let's just get it done. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. You need a coin that'll move with liquidity. You put in your cash with the zeros in it, etc. If you don't have that, you got to figure that out. Let's see what we got with the music. Man, Christmas party music? What is this? Some of this music's bad stuff, man. I just can't believe it was like poker music, man. It was cool stuff. Not like weird poker music. It was like cool stuff. Like dead on, solid core stuff. Dang it. They stole my tunes. Dang it. Sean, why did you say Honda Civic earlier? You got to tell me. Why did you say Honda Civic? What's going on with that? I don't know what the deal was. You got to let me know. You said that in the chat. And I got to know, why did you say that in the chat? I would like to know what the Honda Civic has to do with anything. You're not referring to the Lamborghini on the bottom, I assure you that. But anyway. Now this has some potential here. Let's see. Some potential here. Okay, Bitcoin either really has to become impressive here, guys, or it's long enough, I guarantee you already, that traders are already geared into these. Boom. Okay? Already. And some more aggressive one could be geared into these. We just been here a minute, right? Not to give up, not to let loose, or not to even give up this whole level along the top here as a ascending triangle potential. So we're stuck at this level, this 38,056 exactly. But that level here is just like we're just being, it's like a magnet being brought up to that level. Fibonacci's, people are waiting at these levels. You guys know that. I know you guys know that. So, anything else? Let's look at the other coins, see what's going on. Hope you guys are doing well. Ape dropping. Man, Ape loves to drop, doesn't she? She gets busy, and bam, like that, huh? Nice move down, Ape, 11%. I can tell you, 11% down. Ape is acting like a pump and dump, huh? You guys, what do you think? Isn't it being a little bit dumpy, isn't it? A little bit radical, huh? I don't know what your thoughts are on pump and dump schemes. Schemes they are, guys. You know that? They're schemes orchestrated amongst the masses and the buyers and sellers and stuff like that, I don't know what you guys think about those schemes, huh? We don't scheme like that. I mean, pump and dumps have, like, you know, futures. That's the other problem. It's like qualified up and it has a future. Look at the Bitcoin chart right now. Okay, you would say that potentially, like, oh no, we just short them. Don't worry, no, we just. It's a pretty advanced market to allow you know, people just to short. You know, they're, oh, you're just going to short the pump and dump. Huh? You know, it's an advanced market tactic to short something that's going to dump like that. You know, so it's commentary on the underlying, let's say, investment feature from the low to high here, about at that 23.6. Well, I was all excited. I was going to play some music. We were going to chill. We were going to stream. I wanted that high stakes music, man. I wanted that. I wanted to have that. We do not. So what I'm going to tell you guys is I'd like to chill out and actually stream for a while. Excuse me. I'd really enjoy the ability to stream and hang out and chat. And I know that Sean is trading. I don't know who else is trading. Who else is trading, guys? Anybody trading? Don't know. Ukraine situation. I guess Biden is going to meet Putin over in the G20. Oh, nice, huh? Very interesting. Very interesting there. I think that's all speculation, but hey, go talk it out. And let me see what else we have here. Just slow price action. Come on, Bitcoin. We come here to stare at you. We came here to trade you. Now Sean has been in a trade where he had a decision to make 2 hours ago. 2 hours and 24 minutes ago. Watching the paint dry, man. Phew. Look at that price action. Bam. Right? And then what happened, Sean? We decided to go sideways. It's going to look great on the wall. I got to tell you that. It's really going to look good. And that's the truth. Huh? In terms of that return function, 86%. 71 to 86%. Not bad. Not bad. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some time. I'm going to go smoke a non-Cohiba. I'm out of Cohibas. Can you guys believe that I am out of Cohiba? I'm going to mention that. I'm out of Cohiba. That's not cool, huh? Out of Cohibas. London being out of Cohibas? Man. Ouch, huh? Phew. Man, that's some serious stuff there. I'd pay attention to that stuff. I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have a good weekend. And go get them with your targets. Go get them. Go get your targets. Buy it, support, sell it, resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets. I will be in the back with the VIP crew. Take care of your friends. Take care of your families. And we'll talk to you soon.